If you're between 65 and 80 and can still perform the following 8 activities, you're not just aging gracefully, you're a rare gem with a strong chance of living to 100. Longevity isn't solely about genetics or luck. It's deeply rooted in the small, everyday habits you maintain often without realizing their profound impact. Many assume aging brings inevitable decline, but that's a misconception. Some individuals retain remarkable strength, flexibility, and mental sharpness well beyond what's typical for their age. They move with ease, stay mentally engaged, and preserve abilities that many peers struggle to maintain. These are the people who not only live longer, but thrive enjoying a higher quality of life. In this comprehensive guide, we'll explore 8 key indicators that distinguish you as someone on track for a long, healthy life. Some may surprise you, but each is backed by science as a powerful predictor of longevity. The final sign in particular is often overlooked, yet plays a critical role in both the length and quality of your life. Whether you're assessing your current health or seeking ways to improve, this article offers practical insights, real-life stories, and actionable steps to help you stay vibrant. If you're curious about how you measure up, read on to discover what these abilities reveal about your aging process. Before we begin, if you find this content valuable, consider subscribing to stay updated on similar insights. In the comments, please type 1 if you enjoy this article, or 0 if you don't, so we can improve. Now let's dive into the 8 signs that signal you're aging exceptionally well. Sign 1. You can get up from a chair without using your hands. One of the simplest yet most revealing signs of longevity is your ability to rise from a chair without using your hands for support. This seemingly small action is a powerful indicator of overall physical health, encompassing muscle strength, balance, and coordination. More importantly, it's one of the best predictors of how long you'll maintain independence as you age. Why it matters as we age: muscle loss, or sarcopenia, occurs naturally, with studies estimating a 3 to 5% loss of muscle mass per decade after age 30. However, the rate and impact depend heavily on lifestyle. Standing up from a chair using only your legs demonstrates robust lower body strength, particularly in the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, as well as a strong core and good balance. These are critical for daily activities like walking, climbing stairs, or recovering from a stumble. If you rely on your hands to push off or lean heavily forward, it may signal declining leg strength, which increases the risk of falls, a leading cause of injury-related hospitalizations in older adults, with over 800,000 cases annually in the U.S. alone. Consider Harold, a 77-year-old retiree who enjoyed gardening and walking. One day he noticed standing from his recliner required pushing off with both hands. Initially, he attributed it to aging, but his doctor explained that leg strength is a key factor in fall prevention. Falls account for 70% of accidental deaths in people over 75, often due to weak lower body muscles. Motivated, Harold began a simple exercise routine: 10 chair stands daily, gradually reducing hand support and adding squats and heel raises. Within 3 months, he could stand effortlessly, boosting his confidence and reducing his fall risk. His story highlights that small, consistent efforts can reverse declines and restore strength. This ability matters because it reflects functional fitness, the capacity to perform everyday tasks independently. Strong legs and a stable core reduce the likelihood of mobility limitations, while good balance minimizes fall risk. Research from the Journal of Gerontology shows that individuals who can perform chair stands without assistance have a 20–30% lower risk of mortality over a 10-year period compared to those who struggle. How to maintain or improve: test yourself. Sit in a standard chair, cross your arms over your chest, and try to stand without using your hands. If you can do this smoothly, your lower body strength and balance are in excellent shape. To maintain this ability, incorporate exercises like squats, 10–15 reps, daily seated leg lifts, or standing heel raises. These strengthen the quadriceps, hamstrings, and calves while improving core stability. If you struggle, start with partial stands using minimal hand support and gradually reduce assistance. Aim for 2–3 sets of 10 reps daily, resting as needed. Consistency is crucial. 15 minutes a day can yield significant improvements within weeks. For added motivation, track your progress. Time how long it takes to complete 10 chair stands, aiming to reduce it over time. Harold, for example, went from needing 20 seconds with hand support to 12 seconds without in 2 months. If you're already proficient, challenge yourself by standing from a lower surface like a couch to further strengthen your muscles. The next time you stand up, notice your technique. If you rise effortlessly, it's a sign your body is aging exceptionally well, setting you up for a long, independent life. If you need work, small daily efforts can make a big difference. Sign 2. You can walk at a brisk pace without feeling out of breath. Walking speed is a surprisingly accurate predictor of lifespan, often more telling than overall fitness levels. If you're between 65 and 80 and can walk at a brisk pace about 3 or 4 miles per hour without feeling winded, you're in a rare category. Studies, including a 2011 analysis in the Journal of the American Medical Association, found that faster walking speeds correlate with a 20–30% lower risk of mortality over a decade. This isn't just about being in shape. It reflects robust cardiovascular health, lung function, muscle endurance, and overall vitality. Why it matters: a brisk walking pace indicates your heart efficiently pumps oxygen-rich blood, your lungs effectively process oxygen, and your muscles sustain prolonged activity. These systems work together to support mobility and energy levels. Slowing down or feeling short of breath after short distances can signal declining cardiovascular or muscular health, often unnoticed until it impacts daily life. Take William, a 74-year-old former teacher who loved daily walks. Over time, he noticed his walks took longer, and climbing a small hill left him breathless. Initially, he thought he was just being cautious, but a health scare prompted him to act. He started timing his walks, aiming for a brisk pace over 100 meters. He also incorporated interval walking, alternating 1 minute of fast walking with 2 minutes of a slower pace. Within 6 weeks, his endurance improved, and he felt more energetic, shaving minutes off his usual routes. Walking benefits extend beyond physical health. A 2018 study in neurology found that brisk walking 3 times a week improves cognitive function, reducing dementia risk by up to 30%. It also supports joint health, reduces stress, and boosts mood through endorphin release. If you can walk briskly without strain, your body is functioning at a high level, positioning you for a longer, healthier life. How to maintain or improve? Test your walking speed. Mark a 10-foot distance walk at your normal pace, then speed up as if hurrying to catch a bus. If you can maintain a brisk pace without shortness of breath, you're in great shape. To improve, start with 15 to 20-minute walks 4 or 5 times a week, gradually increasing speed. Focus on posture. Keep your shoulders back, head up, and arms swinging naturally. Use a pedometer or smartphone app to track steps, aiming for $6,000 to $8,000 daily. If you feel winded, begin with shorter distances and incorporate leg-strengthening exercises like marching in place or calf raises. William, for instance, added 10 minutes of leg swings daily, which improved his stride length. Over time, aim for a pace where you can talk but not sing comfortably. This talk test ensures you're pushing your cardiovascular system without overexertion. Walking at a brisk pace reflects a strong heart, lungs, and muscles, all critical for longevity. If you can stride confidently, you're on track for a vibrant, extended life. Sign 3. You can balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds. Balance is often taken for granted until it begins to wane, but it's a critical marker of healthy aging. If you can stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds without wobbling, you're in exceptional shape. A 2022 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that individuals over 65 who can balance for 10 seconds have a 40% lower risk of mortality over 7 years. Good balance reflects a healthy nervous system, strong muscles, and sharp reflexes, all essential for longevity. Why it matters: balancing on one foot engages your vision, inner ear, and proprioception, your body's sense of position. These systems coordinate to keep you stable, and any decline increases fall risk. Falls are a leading cause of injury in older adults, with the CDC reporting 3 million emergency room visits annually due to falls. Think about daily tasks like putting on shoes or stepping over obstacles. Can you do them steadily, or do you need support? Frank, a 76-year-old retiree, noticed balancing while dressing felt unsteady. A near stumble while gardening was a wake-up call. He tested himself and could barely hold a one-foot stance for 5 seconds. Determined to improve, he practiced standing on one foot while brushing his teeth, starting with counter support. He also added side leg lifts and heel-to-toe walks. Within a month, he could balance for 15 seconds per leg, boosting his confidence and reducing his fall risk. Balance isn't just about preventing falls, it supports overall mobility and confidence. Those with strong balance are more likely to stay active, engage in social activities, and maintain independence, all linked to longer lifespans. How to maintain or improve, test your balance. Near a counter for safety, lift one foot and hold for 10 seconds. If you can do this easily, try closing your eyes or extending the time to 20 seconds. To improve, practice daily exercises like standing on one foot, start with 5 seconds per leg, building to 15 heel raises, or walking heel to toe in a straight line. Yoga poses like tree pose or Tai Chi can also enhance stability. Frank's routine included balancing while waiting for the kettle, making it a habit. If you struggle, start with support and gradually reduce it. Aim for 2-3 minutes of balance exercises daily. Strong balance reduces injury risk and supports an active lifestyle, signaling you're aging well. Sign 4, you can get down on the floor and back up. Without assistance, mobility is a cornerstone of longevity, and one of the strongest indicators is your ability to get down to the floor and back up without help. This movement requires flexibility, muscle strength, coordination, and balance, key components of functional fitness that become rarer after 65. Why it matters. Many older adults avoid floor activities due to fear of being unable to get up, but this avoidance accelerates mobility loss. Being able to lower yourself and stand back up engages your legs, core, and upper body, reflecting overall physical health. A 2014 study in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that individuals who struggle with this task have a 5 to 6 times higher risk of mortality within 6 years. Think about the last time you dropped something. Did you bend down easily, or did you hesitate? Joseph, a 78-year-old grandfather, hesitated to sit on the floor with his grandson, unsure if he could get up. This prompted him to practice controlled movements, squatting, kneeling, and pushing up with his legs. He started with a chair for support, gradually building confidence. Within 2 months, he could move to and from the floor with ease, enhancing his playtime with his grandson and his overall mobility. This ability ensures you can handle daily tasks like retrieving a dropped item or gardening without assistance, preserving independence. It also reduces the risk of injury from awkward movements or falls. How to maintain or improve, test yourself. Near a chair, lower yourself to the floor and try to stand without grabbing anything. If you can, your mobility is excellent. To maintain, practice squats, lunges, or kneeling exercises daily. If it's challenging, start with partial squats or use a chair for support, aiming for 10-15 reps. Stretching exercises like hamstring stretches or yoga can improve flexibility. Joseph practiced 5 minutes of mobility exercises daily, which transformed his confidence. If you're proficient, challenge yourself by adding weight like holding a book while squatting. This ability ensures you stay self-sufficient, a key marker of longevity. Sign 5, you can carry a full grocery bag. Without struggling, strength isn't just about lifting weights. It's about mastering daily tasks. If you can carry a full grocery bag about 10-15 pounds without difficulty, you're in better shape than many your age. This reflects muscle strength, grip endurance, and functional fitness, all linked to longevity. Why it matters. Carrying groceries requires grip strength, upper body endurance, and core stability. A 2015 study in The Lancet found that stronger grip strength correlates with a 16% lower risk of mortality per 5 kilo increase in grip force. Declining strength can make tasks like carrying bags or opening jars challenging, signaling broader physical decline. Think about your last grocery trip. Did you carry bags easily, or did you need frequent breaks? Richard, a 75-year-old, struggled to carry groceries up his steps. This realization led him to start grip exercises, squeezing a tennis ball, and light weightlifting using 2-pound dumbbells. Within 3 months, he carried bags effortlessly and felt more energetic. His story shows that small efforts can restore strength. How to maintain or improve, test yourself. Carry a 10-pound bag for 20 feet. If it's easy, your strength is solid. To maintain, do grip exercises, 10-15 reps per hand, and arm curls with light weights daily. If you struggle, start with lighter loads and progress gradually. Richard aimed for 10 minutes of strength training daily, which transformed his capabilities. Strong muscles reduce fatigue and injury, risk, ensuring independence. If you carry groceries with ease, you're on track for a long, active life. Sign 6, you can climb a flight of stairs without stopping. Climbing stairs tests endurance, heart health, and lower body strength. If you can climb a flight of 10 to 12 steps without stopping or feeling winded, you're outperforming most peers and have a strong longevity indicator. Why it matters: stair climbing requires leg power, cardiovascular fitness, and coordination. A 2019 study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that stair climbing ability predicts lower cardiovascular mortality. Avoiding stairs accelerates muscle loss and stamina decline. Think about your last stair climb. Did you feel steady or did you pause? George, a 73-year-old, started avoiding stairs after feeling breathless. He began climbing one flight daily, starting slowly. Within weeks, his endurance improved and stairs felt manageable. His progress boosted his confidence and activity levels. How to maintain or improve. Test yourself. Climb 10 steps at a steady pace. If you reach the top without strain, you're in great shape. To improve, practice stair climbing or brisk walking and add leg exercises like squats. Start with one flight, building to two. George's routine included 10 minutes of leg swings, enhancing his stride. Climbing stairs reflects strong heart and muscle health, ensuring independence. If you can do this, you're on track for a long life. Sign 7, you can remember recent conversations and events. Clearly, cognitive health is vital for longevity. If you can recall recent conversations, names, and tasks with ease, you have a strong predictor of a long, fulfilling life. Memory reflects brain health, circulation, and nervous system function. Why it matters. Minor forgetfulness is normal, but significant lapses signal cognitive decline. A 2020 study in the Lancet Neurology linked strong memory to a 25% lower dementia risk. Think about your day. Can you recall yesterday's dinner or a recent chat? Paul, a 79-year-old, stayed sharp by reading, solving puzzles, and socializing. These habits kept his brain resilient, allowing him to learn new skills effortlessly. How to maintain or improve. Test your memory. Recall a recent meal or memorize a 5-word list. If easy, your brain is strong. To improve, read daily, play strategy games, or engage socially. Walking 30 minutes daily also boosts brain health. Paul's 20-minute puzzle routine enhanced his recall. A sharp mind ensures quality of life. If you're mentally clear, you're on track for longevity. Sign 8, you wake up feeling rested and ready for the day. Sleep quality is a powerful longevity indicator. If you wake up refreshed and energized, your body is functioning optimally, supporting heart health, immunity, and cognitive function. Why it matters: poor sleep signals issues like sleep apnea or poor circulation. A 2017 study in sleep medicine linked good sleep to a 20% lower risk of heart disease. Think about your mornings. Do you feel alert or sluggish? Roger, a 74-year-old, improved his sleep with a consistent bedtime and reduced screen time, boosting his energy. How to maintain or improve. Assess your sleep. Do you wake naturally and feel alert? If yes, you're in great shape. To improve, maintain a regular bedtime, avoid afternoon caffeine, and keep your bedroom dark and cool. Roger's 10-minute relaxation routine transformed his sleep. Good sleep fuels a strong body and mind. If you wake refreshed, you're on track for a long life. Final thoughts. If you can perform these 8 activities, you're not just aging, you're thriving. These signs reflect robust physical and mental health, positioning you for a long, independent life. Even if you struggle, small, consistent efforts can yield big results. Share your thoughts in the comments. What sign stood out and how will you apply it? Your feedback inspires us. Thank you for reading, and here's to a vibrant, extended life.